Vargas here for YHC TV, getting ready to see seniors honored. Hey, welcome to YHC basketball, Dexter basketball here at YHC, getting ready to honor the senior basketball players and cheerleaders. First, we have Brooke Anderson, the daughter of Billy and Lori Anderson. Her activities at Dexter High School include cheer as a freshman and a member of the dance team her senior year, member of Dexter Honor Society. Her future plans to attend college and major in psychiatry. Next, we have Cheyenne Gines, the daughter of Corey and Stacy Blocker and Brian Amanda Gines. Cheyenne has been a volleyball player for 4 years, a cheerleader for the last 3. She is the FCA president and a member of the FCCLA, FTA, Dexter Honor Society, yearbook staff, and represented Dexter High School at Missouri Girls State. Cheyenne was a member of the all-county cheer team all 3 years she has been a cheerleader. In the fall, Cheyenne will be going to Mineral Area College on a volleyball scholarship and majoring in biology. Miss Cheyenne Gines.
Miss Cheyenne Gines. Courtney Potts.
And next we have Courtney Potts, the daughter of Randy and Peggy Potts. She's participated in volleyball and track as a freshman, has been a cheerleader all 4 years of high school. Member of FCA, FTA, FBLA, FCCLA, yearbook staff, and the Dexter Honor Society. Her future plans are to attend Southeast Missouri State University and major in education. Again, Miss Courtney Potts. Now we have McKinley Rogers, the daughter of Scott and Robin Northern. McKinley has been a basketball cheerleader all 4 years of high school and a football cheerleader her sophomore and senior year. She is a member of FCA, FBLA, FTA, FCCLA, Student Council, Teenage Republicans, and the Dexter Honor Society, as well as represented Dexter High School at the Missouri Girls State. McKinley is a NCAA All-American cheerleader and was also on the All-County cheerleading squad. She plans to attend the University of Missouri and major in political science with pre-law planning. Again, Miss McKinley Rogers.
Noah Nelson Cronk.
Now we have Noah Cronk, son of Darrell and Carla Bradley. Noah's been a member of the tennis, basketball, and football teams all 4 years of high school. He's a member of the FCA Honors Choir and Dexter Honor Society. Was a member of the Missouri Boys State. Noah plans to attend Missouri State University and major in nursing. Mr. Noah Cronk. And next we have Peyton Pollock, son of Dan and Monta Pollock. He's played football and basketball for 4 years and baseball for 3 years. Peyton is a member of FCA, FTA, FCCLA, Dexter Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Peyton was also a member of Missouri's Boys State. Peyton will be attending Southwest Baptist University on a football scholarship, and his major is undecided. Mr. Peyton Pollock. And last we have Matt Sims, the son of Carol and David Sims. He's played basketball his senior year, tennis his freshman and sophomore years, and ran track as a junior. Played football 4 years. He's a member of the FCA and FTA. Matt plans to attend Arkansas State University. Again, Mr. Matt Sims.
Now, a big round of applause for all of
and that's all of our basketball or seniors. So thank you for coming out, turning in. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes with the Dexter Bearcats hosting the Kennett Indians. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you in a minute.
And welcome. We're live from the Bearcat Event Center in Dexter for the SEMO Conference basketball matchup. I'm Tyler Wagner, along with Ed Gargas bringing this game tonight. We've got the Kennett Indians and the Dexter Bearcats this evening. And first of all, happy birthday to our very own Ed Gargas here. There you go, buddy.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Got it out of the way so I wouldn't forget it. So here on this Friday night, we've got a nice matchup here tonight. These two teams They match up very well, it seems like, each year, and expecting a good game here tonight.
Yes, they've seen each other before earlier this season, the play-in game into the SEMO Conference. SEMO Conference, excuse me. Close game, victorious by Kennett. They did not get to see each other again in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament because it didn't quite work out. But either way, both teams had a pretty good tournament. But Kennett comes in 8-13, shown some really good play some games, and some other games they've been a little off. Dexter comes in at 8-12 again, has shown a great amount of success in the Stoddard County play. But now moving into the SEMO Conference play at a little different level of competition, and it'll be interesting to see how they come out tonight.
Yeah, Kennett's a team that they're probably on the back half of the conference when it comes to the SEMO Conference, but a talented team. You talk about Rantrell Crothers, the year he's had.
Yes.
Also, Andre Oliver's played very strong this year, and even Ed Wilson coming on to the team here in the latter part of the year. So they're a strong bunch, especially defensively. They get after you. They play some of the scrappiest defense you'll see in Southeast Missouri, and that's one thing Dexter's got to be concerned about here tonight, how to handle that pressure and score against it.
Yes, both teams very young also. Kennett, one senior, Jackson Britt, and then Dexter Bearcats. They have three, Matt Sims, Peyton Pollock, and Noah Cronk, with Peyton Pollock and Noah Cronk kind of rotating some start, sometimes coming off the bench. Matt Sims plays a limited role. So, a lot of juniors, sophomores, and maybe a couple of freshmen we'll see playing tonight. So we got about a minute until we're going to tip off. So we'll be here just momentarily getting ready to have the team lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dexter.
So again, first the evening will be the Kennett Indians introduced as they are the visiting team. We play here at Dexter.
Dexter, proud member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. We remind all spectators that this game is competitive, but it's also an educational experience for all players and
so just momentarily here we'll have these team introductions.
Sportsmanship throughout this contest, and
so we get the obligatory Misha announcements out of the way.
Indians and their fans who wish all players good luck in tonight's game. Also like to remind you, Dexter High School is a tobacco-free campus. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First, coached by Jim Vaughn, assisted by
Kennett Indians coached by Jim Vaughn, assisted by John Patton, Lance Penn, and Jordan Penn.
6-foot junior, number 2, Rantrell Crothers.
First of all is number 2, Rantrell Crothers. Number 12, Landon Vaughn.
Andre Oliver.
Number 25, Andre Oliver.
Senior, number 32, Jackson Britt.
Number 32, Jackson Britt, the lone senior.
42,
and number 40, Jed
and
Kinney.
Now for the hometown Bearcats, coached by Josh Dowdy, assisted by Jordan McGowan and Kyle Williamson. Starting.
And now we'll have your Dexter Bearcats.
5'11" sophomore, number 11.
Number 11, 5'11" sophomore, Jason Gerald.
Junior, number 24.
Number 24, 5'9" junior, Ethan Flowers.
5'11" senior, number 5, Noah.
5'11" senior, number 5, Noah Cronk.
A 6-foot senior, number 12, Peyton Pollock.
Number 12, 6-foot senior, Peyton Pollock. And the 6'4" senior, number 35, Matt Sims. All three seniors getting the start tonight on senior night here for the Dexter Bearcats, as well as the lone senior for Kennett Indians, Jackson Britt. Well, here on Valentine's weekend, not quite as big of a crowd as we had anticipated, Tyler. I just knew they were going to fill the gym so everybody come tell me happy birthday. But we should have probably done a little better pre-advertisement of that event.
Didn't get enough lead up.
And Matt Sims controls the tip to Peyton Pollock. Jason Gerald now with the ball, being guarded by Vaughn. Gerald gets around, drives in for the layup.
Gerald, nice line for 2 for the Bearcats.
Now Vaughn gets it over to Oliver, loses the handle, picked up by Flowers. Gets it to Cronk. Over to Gerald. Goes back up top. Guarded by Vaughn again. Flowers trying to get free. Cronk steps out. Cronk guarded by Jackson Britt. Flowers steps out this time, guarded by Carruthers. Carruthers, an excellent defender, very quick. The Flowers gets by, kicks out to Pollock for three. A little strong, rebound Sims. Back up, a little strong, won't go. Andre Oliver with the rebound. Push it to Vaughn, push up top to Britt. Won't go, rebound Sims. Now Gerald brings the ball down brings the ball up for the Bearcats. Over to Cronk. Drives underneath, blocked by Oliver, but Oliver going to be called for the foul. Excuse me, that's Jad Kenny, number 42. His first team foul number one against the Indians. Cronk shooting two. And unlike our radio friends, those of you watching, you know whether he made it or not. We don't have to announce that. And good on the second as well. 3-point. Won't go. Rebound policed up by Pollock. He'll bring the ball up. Gets it over to Flowers, guarded by Carruthers. Gets it over to Cronk. Back out. Gerald up top, guarded by Vaughn. Carruthers steps out. Flowers free for the three. Count it.
A good start for Dexter here, jumping out to the 7-0 lead.
Yes, very good start. That's key. They seem to play a lot better when they come out and can convert on their first 2 or 3 possessions, especially as we witnessed down in Bernie a few weeks back at Bernie's homecoming. Carruthers for three, won't go. Long rebound, chased down by Cronk. Gerald will bring the ball down. Crossover. Sims out to Cronk. Now over to Flowers. Gerald now looking to drive, won't go. Up, short. Rebound policed up by Pollock. Back up. Sims with the rebound. Little strong rebound to Kenny. He pushes it to Carruthers, pushes it up to Oliver. Picked by Gerald. Good defense there by Jason Gerald.
Yeah, Kennett's just not getting the shots they want on offense. They're getting the open three-point shot, but other than that, they haven't really been able to generate any offense early on here.
We got a foul there by Vaughn. His first.
Team foul number 2, checking in for Kennett, number 14, Fred Gooden, number 22, Patrick Mannix. Checking in for Dexter, number 21, Jacob Pettigo.
Our very good friend Mindy Bell sending me a text saying happy birthday, complimenting on how young I look.
You're going to get all the love tonight. I'm so jealous.
Well, I'm not going to share just how young Mindy and Christian think I look, but thank you very much for the compliment, Mindy, as that's how I'm going to interpret that comment. Whistle on the play.
Dexter foul number 5, Noah Cronk.
Noah Cronk called for the foul. First team foul against Dexter.
Shooting 2 for Kennett, Jad.
And Jad Kenny will be shooting 2. And gets the roll for the Indians' first points of the evening. Good on the second as well.
Checking in for the Indians, number 1, Edward Wilson.
Gerald now guarded by number 1, Ed Wilson checked in.
Kennett foul number 1.
Too much contact there for the referee's liking, so he's called for the foul. As Lloyd Rice explained to us earlier in the season, I believe the Christmas tournament, that a constant contact with the dribbler will result in an automatic foul. Flowers. Wilson called for contact again.
And Wilson was almost in position to make a play there. He just got a little bit of the body on there, but nice awareness to cut off Flowers, but just picks up the foul.
So he sits down almost as fast as he came in. Number 14, Fred Gooden, also in the game for the Indians now. Pollock guarded by Oliver. Flowers guarded by Jackson. Or excuse me, that's number 22. That is Maddox, Patrick Maddox, freshman for the Indians. Gerald with the drive, splits the defense, won't go. Tipped out of bounds off Dexter, so it'll go to the Indians. 4:07 to go here in the first quarter. Vaughn now. Over to Maddox. Gooden. Oliver for three. It's good.
3-point basket.
So after the 7-0 start, the Bearcats put together a 5-0 run. Jason Pettigo passes off to Flowers as Pettigo came in for Sims at that last break. Pettigo shoots the three. It's good.
A nice look by Flowers, driving the baseline, drawing that defender, leaving Pettigo open on the other side.
Good now. Out to Vaughn. Over to Oliver. Carruthers, he'll take the three. Long rebound to Flowers. Pushes it up to Pettigo, and he drives, head fake, layup, won't go. And rebound Maddox for the Indians. Gooden now with the ball. Gets it over to Oliver, stolen by Gerald. Now stolen back by Gooden. From his knees, gets it out to Carruthers. Vaughn now, guarded by Flowers. Oliver for another three.
3-point basket, Andre Oliver for the Indians.
Yeah, the Indians finding the mark with that three here.
Oliver warming up. Gerald to Flowers now, guarded by Maddox. Maddox not afraid to step out across that line and guard. He's very well aware of Ethan Flowers' three-point ability. Flowers got loose underneath, got the pass from Gerald, couldn't convert. Rebound policed up by Cronk for two. Cronk now with 4 points in the ball game, and the lead back to 4 for the Bearcats. Oliver now. Vaughn, Carruthers, guarded by Pollock. Vaughn the long three, won't go. Rebound Flowers, stolen by the Indians. Oliver back to Carruthers. It's a good defense there by Gooden to steal that ball while they were on the floor. Gerald can't control it, gets it to Vaughn. The drive won't go. And out of bounds off Dexter. So with a minute 39 to go here in the first, the ball will remain with the Indians.
Number 42, Jed.
As Tyler Heil, number 25, checks in for the Bearcats. And 42, Jai Kinney checks back in for the Indians. Maddox for three. A little strong, won't go. Rebound, Gooden. He goes up, he's fouled. I believe foul's going to go against Jacob Pettigo. We'll see here just a second. And yes, it does.
Extra foul, 21.
That's Jacob's first. Two team fouls now against the Bearcats. 1:33 to go here in the first, and Gooden on the line shooting two.
Line for the Indians, shooting two, Fred Gooden. Checking in for Dexter, number 4, Gabe Jackson.
Gabe Jackson, number 4, checks in for Austin Chesser for the Bearcats.
Jackson Britt.
And Jackson Britt, number 32, checks back in for the Indians, as well as number 2, Rantrell Carruthers. And Vaughn and Kinney get a break for the Indians. Good, no good on the second. Rebound Heil. Pettigo pushes the ball up for the Bearcats. Flowers, long three. Won't get the bounce. Oliver the rebound. Carruthers tries to push it up. Good hands by Gabe Jackson. Policed up by Flowers, and he has it stolen from behind by Gooden. Carruthers gets it over to Maddox this time. Jump stop. He's called for the travel, so no shot. The ball goes back to the Bearcats. It's Maddox's momentum, even on the jump stop, carried him forward just slightly.
Yep.
Gabe Jackson with the inbound pass, gets it into Heil. Gets it over to Gerald, guarded by Maddox. Finds Flowers, kicks it over to Heil. Guarded by Oliver. Now Pettigo, guarded by Gooden, gets it down to Gabe Jackson. Triple team. He finds Gerald. Gerald steps around, but into Maddox really stepped into Gerald, and he's called for the foul. That's Patrick Maddox's first. Now 5 team fouls against the Indians. No shot on the foul, so it'll be Bearcat ball. They'll take it out underneath their goal. And Peyton Pollock checks back in for Gabe Jackson. Pettigo will inbound the ball. Gets it to Pollock, kicks it out to Gerald over to Heil, guarded by Oliver, and he finds Ethan Flowers for 3. Count it. Flowers now 2 3-pointers in the game. And the lead's back up to 7 for the Bearcats. Oliver now, jumper, won't go, rebound Gerald. Gerald got a little underneath the ball on the dribble there.
Yeah.
Starting to see a little more of that later here in the season than what I was seeing early. But referee right there beside him when it happened, so we got to say it did, right?
Well, Gerald's probably going a little faster than what he was dribbling, so he's trying to take the ball with him a little bit. So
double team Carruthers. He splits the defense. And got a whistle turnover by the Indians. Pollock will rebound the ball in the far corner. Or excuse me, this is the near right corner on your screen. Pettigo, guarded by Gooden. Gerald picked up by Maddox. Gerald kicks out to Pollock, shoots the 3, won't go. Rebound Flowers, off the glass and back in. Nice little touch there by Ethan Flowers to end the quarter. 17-8 in favor of the Bearcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
When was the last time you've been to Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance?
Not sure.
Well, then you have been missing out on all kinds of incredible furniture.
Really?
Yes, they have furniture for every room in your home, in styles you want, and at prices you can afford.
Are you talking about Wilcoxon Home Place Furniture and Appliance on the South Bypass in Kennett?
Take a few minutes and make the drive to Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance and rediscover quality furniture for all rooms of your home.
Here at First State Bank and Trust in Dexter, we're ready to help you with any challenge that life brings your way. Our experienced staff brings a fresh perspective to financial solutions. Our lenders, Christine, Ken, and Scott, are committed and ready to assist you with all types of loans, consumer, real estate, and commercial. And we make banking easier with our mobile app to access your Net Teller account with your iPhone or iPad. We are here. Safe, secure, stable, and committed to our communities and customers in Stoddard and surrounding counties. Stop by. Let's visit and talk about your goals.
And welcome back. As we see, waiting for the Kennett Indians to take the court. So, real quick, Tyler, Ethan Flowers with the putback there to end the first quarter with 8 points of the 17 for the Bearcats. Noah Cronk, the senior, with 4 points on senior night here to start the game. 2 points to Jason Gerald and 3 for Jacob Pettigo. And for the Indians, it's 6 points for Andre Oliver and 2 for Jad Kenny. Carruthers with the ball, double team, gets it into Oliver. Off the glass to count it. Oliver now with 8 points in the ball game. For you math majors, that's 80% of the scoring for the Kennett Indians. Gerald now gets it over to Flowers, guarded by Carruthers. Gets it back to Gerald, guarded by Vaughn. Flowers now. Pettigo alone for three. Won't go. Pollock the rebound. Up and over Oliver. Or excuse me, over Kinney. Pollock his first 2 points of the game.
Anytime Dexter can get second chance points, especially right at the basket, that's in their advantage. They don't have a whole lot of size on the floor to match up with Kinney down low and even Oliver, so they can get those easy points underneath. That's a bonus for them.
You bet.
Kennett foul number 42.
Foul on Jad Kinney.
Second personal.
That's his second. Now that's 16 fouls against the Indians. And Maddox to check in. Kinney will take a break. Ed Wilson also with 2 fouls for the Indians. Landon Vaughn, Patrick Maddox each have 1. And for the Bearcats, Cronk and Pettigo each have 1. Pettigo now with the ball, guarded by Gooden. Austin Chester checked in for the Bearcats. Flowers, nice tip pass to Gerald. To Gerald with the lay-in.
Assisted by Ethan Flowers for 2.
Crothers to Vaughn. Gooden, guarded by Pollock. Inside of Andre Oliver, and he tries to get it to a breaking Crothers and overthrows. So the ball will go back to the Bearcats.
Yeah, Oliver's got to just turn and go up with that one right there in the middle of the paint. He's got
6'5".
Yeah, he's the best. Got the best size underneath for the Indians, so he's just got to put that one up there.
You bet, but he felt the triple team. He knew he had a teammate or two open, and I don't know if coaches are going to say he made the bad pass, but bad execution of a good pass, I guess. Flowers now with the ball. Kicks it out to Chester. Chester shoots the 3. Won't go. Rebound. Gooden, but off Pollock. Ball to go to the Indians. 6:06 to go here in the first half. Dexter Bearcats with their largest lead at 11 still. Noah Cronk checks in for the Bearcats. The Pettigo will get a break. It's the Bearcats sink back into 3-2 zone. Chester up top. Step out. Andre get Oliver with the triple team. Try to get it inside, but stolen. Pollock. Now Gerald, gets it back over to Chester. Chester guarded by Oliver. Tried to get it to breaking Pollock, but knocked down by Maddox. Vaughn gets it to Carruthers. Now Maddox. Carruthers back to Vaughn. Vaughn to shoot the 3. Gonna be long. Pass to Flowers, almost.
Kennett foul number 22, Patrick
Maddox called for the contact, his second. Now that's 7. So Ethan Flowers will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Checking in for Kennett number 32, Jackson Britt.
Jackson Britt checked in for the Indians. Little strong rebound to Vaughn. Carruthers with the ball now, guarded by Gerald. The Dexter student section are reminding Vaughn of his last shot. Britt won't go, rebound Gooden.
Basket by Fred Gooden.
And the putback. Gooden's first bucket of the game. Flowers now guarded by Crothers. Tries to go inside. Finds Gerald, but stolen by Vaughn. Wilson drives the baseline, a little strong. Rebound Gerald. Gets it over to Heil. Over to Pollock, guarded by Britt. Now up top to Flowers with Gooden out on him. Gerald now, guarded by Vaughn. Cronk. With Carruthers. We got a timeout, Dexter, with 4:06 to go, 30-second. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
For more than 75 years, the law firm of Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP, has served the legal needs of Southeast Missouri. Located at 308 First Street in Kennett, Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP is a full-service law firm providing representation in a wide range of areas, such as personal injury, workers' compensation, family law, criminal law, probate, business, and estate planning. For all your legal needs, call Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP at 573-888-4664.
And welcome back. Halfway through this second quarter, the Dexter Bearcats maintain the same 9-point lead they had at the break. Gerald now bringing the ball up, guarded again by Vaughn. Flowers for three, won't go. Long rebound, Wilson, stolen by Gerald, but stepped out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Indians. That Vaughn-Gerald matchup, we saw a lot of that in their first meeting early in the year as well. So the two of them kind of know how each other's style of play is. It's kind of been an interesting and a fun matchup to watch.
Yeah, Dexter's doing what they need to do early on.
Carruthers, nice dish there to Good with his second bucket.
And, Kennett, this is how they play a lot of times. They come out a little sluggish some, and they have to fight their way back. But when they hit their stride, boy, they're really dangerous.
Flowers with the miss, and Oliver the rebound. Vaughn got it back to Oliver, finds Gooden inside. Carruthers gets it over to Vaughn. Oliver inside. He's going to be called for steps. So a turnover back to the Bearcats. Chesser now with the ball, guarded by Oliver. Picked up by Wilson. Looking for a partner. There we go with Flowers. Guarded by Oliver. Gets it to Gerald with the high post. Dishes it to Pettigo. Good. Off the glass. Pettigo now with 5 in the ball game. Gooden gets it to Wilson. Back up top to Oliver. Carruthers, Vaughn. Carruthers to shoot the three. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound Flowers. Gerald now kicks out to Pettigo. Over to Flowers to Chesser. Chesser steps up for three. Count it. Off Chesser's first bucket of the ball game. Now the Bearcats their biggest lead at 12. Gooden kicks it over to Wilson. Looks inside, back out to Oliver. Oliver for three, won't go. Rebound Chesser. Over to Flowers. Flowers finds the baseline off the glass. Won't get the roll, but put back Pollock. Rebound Pollock and put back for good. Pollock now 4 points in the ball game all this quarter.
And both of those points coming off offensive rebounds. And as I said earlier, those are bonus points for Dexter because, going in, they know they're going to be outsized. But getting in position to get those rebounds, to get easy points, that's a big deal for Dexter.
And Kennett turns it over again. Britt checks back in for Good. And Maddox to check in for Wilson for the Indians with 1:33 to go here in the first half. Flowers working against Carruthers. Looking to go to his right. Tries to get around, but Carruthers going to be called for the foul. A little too much contact. Rantrell's first foul. Team foul number 8. Flowers will be shooting another 1-on-1. And this time Flowers going to be called for the foul as he got up underneath Maddox on the rebound attempt. That's Ethan's first. And team foul number 3 against the Bearcats. Now Vaughn gets it over to Britt, finds Maddox. Oliver up top. And Vaughn thinking about the three. Britt, Carruthers. Oliver, who's made two from the top there. Maddox will shoot three, and he'll make it.
3-point basket by Patrick Maddox.
His first points of the ball game. Flowers now with the ball. Oliver up top. 39 seconds to go. Carruthers comes over. Vaughn now on Chesser. Back up top, Flowers with 26 seconds to go in the ball game. Looks like Coach Dowdy's going to be content to take the last shot of the half. As with an 11-point lead, don't know why he wouldn't be. Now Gerald brings Oliver out. Dowdy, Coach Dowdy calling for his play. And now we're down to 8 seconds. Gerald double team, Flowers from three. Count it.
Nothing but net.
That's halftime, so Ethan Flowers, 11 points in the first half. 31-17 lead for the Bearcats going into halftime. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with your stats.
Keep your seats. We have halftime entertainment by the Dexter Kickin' Cats dance team.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Forwards and backwards.
Can you flip it over?
That's all right.
Whoa.
While I may not be able to do your job, I'm here to help with all of your commercial or home lending. Our loans are simple and inexpensive. I'll get the job done with personal financial assistance at First National Bank, believing in community and preparing for the future. It's nice, but you know what? I think I'm going to stick to the banking job.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Chris Brannon and Dexter could save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Only Pizza Hut's new menu takes flavor to the edge. Get any one of our 10 new crust flavors for free, like toasted Asiago crust, salted pretzel crust, or fiery red pepper crust for free. Order now and score 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Get it all at pizzahut.com.
While I may not be able to do your job, I'm here to help you with your commercial and all of your lending needs. Our loans are simple and inexpensive. I'll get the job done with personal financial assistance. First National Bank, believing in community, preparing for the future.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Bank of Advance. Bank of Advance has 4 locations to serve you in Dexter, Bell City, Advance, and Chaffee. The Bank of Advance wishes luck to all teams and understands the preparation, practice upon practice, for each game of the long season. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC.
And folks, if you've not been to the Winchester Place, come in and take a look at this facility. You don't know what you have missed.
We are very proud of this facility. A lot of people do not realize we're here, what we can offer to them, and what a facility we have. And we would like to have people come by anytime and tour us. You won't find a better place to live or better staff to take care of you anywhere southeast Missouri. I'll guarantee it.
We are located at 400 Winchester Drive. Come down Bowman and we sit on the corner of Bowman and Winchester.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Just put this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Seek peace of mind with your next real estate transaction with Countywide Abstract and Title Company in historic downtown Dexter. They're a full-service title company offering abstracts of title, title insurance, and escrow closing services. They're the only company which has a geographical index of all land in Stoddard County, dating back to 1835. Their staff are some of the most professional and experienced title professionals in the title industry with over 75 years of cumulative title experience. Countywide Abstract and Title Company, the trusted name for all real estate transactions.
What is your emergency? Need assistance at County Road 61 and Highway 9. Help is on its way.
Clear! There's a better way to jumpstart your soil back to health. Apply Endzone to protect and increase nitrogen efficiency without killing bacteria. Apply Prevent to increase phosphorus availability and reduce fixation. Better yet, use them both to get more from your fertilizer investment and see higher potential yields. Ag Explorer, your prescription for healthy soil.
Deposit your check here or here. even there. Deposit your check wherever you are with First Midwest Bank's new mobile deposit. Just tap, snap, deposit. It's that simple. New mobile deposit from First Midwest Bank, serving the communities we call home.
And we're back here at halftime at the Bearcat Event Center. We got a halftime score of 31-17 in favor of the Dexter Bearcats. And what a first half by the Bearcats, Ed.
Yes, they came out shooting very well. First 7 points of the game, able to extend that lead to 9 by the end of the first quarter, and really didn't let up any into the second quarter. Kennett, a little bit of streak, they came out, missed the first 3 or 4 possessions, and they kind of cut it to a 2 to 3 point game. Then by the end of the first quarter, back out there at 9. They came out second quarter, just really have found no rhythm. It seems to be when they find something that starts to work, then they've kind of changed the plan a little bit again. So we'll see what Coach Vaughn drew up there at halftime and what adjustments he wants to make. But here we are in Dexter this evening with the Bearcats with a 14-point lead going into the second half.
Yeah, everything going Dexter's way, and like you said, knocking down that 3-point shot, and Kennett's got to limit those looks. That's what Dexter wants. They want wide open looks at 3, and they've gotten some easy points underneath, but I expected more defensively from Kennett because they're one of the best defensive teams that you'll see.
4 3-pointers in the first half for the Bearcats, 3 for the Indians. As we got a quick timeout here for the Bearcats, so with that, we're going to take a break and be right back.
When was the last time you've been to Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance?
Not sure.
Well, then you have been missing out on all kinds of incredible furniture.
Really?
Yes, they have furniture for every room in your home in styles you want and at prices you can afford.
Are you talking about Wilcoxon Home Place Furniture and Appliance on the South Bypass in Kennett?
Take a few minutes and make the drive to Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance and rediscover quality furniture for all rooms of your home.
And welcome back. Peyton Pollock will inbound the ball for the Bearcats underneath the goal. But yeah, we talked about and Pollock not stepping back in bounds fast enough, so immediately turned it back to the Indians. The height advantage between Kenny and Oliver that the Indians have had, but yet they've settled for an awful lot of 3-point shots. I mean, Oliver, the tallest guy on the course, he made 2 of the 3 for the Indians to kind of get them back into the game. To start the game there in the first quarter. As he shoots one now, a little strong, and rebound Gerald.
Well, those looks are going to be there because about any team that faces Kennett, they're going to play off of the ball handlers for the most part because they're so quick they can get to the basket, and so those looks are going to be there, and they're tempting to take.
Carruthers, he'll shoot the 3. Count it. Rantrell's first points of the ball game. And with the Indians missing so frequently outside, it's allowed Dexter just kind of pack in that zone back there. And Kennett, if they can get 2 or 3 here, shots out, then pull that defense out a little bit, maybe then things will start opening up a little better. As Carruthers with the layup that time. Now 5 points in the game for Rantrell. And Rantrell, he I think he's a player that really the faster the game goes, the better he plays. He wants to be running out in front and pushing the ball inside to the hole as opposed to a half-court offense and pass around the top of the arc and then shoot a 3-pointer. Pettigo with step in, won't go. Rebound policed up by Vaughn. Now Oliver bring the ball up, gets it down low to Kenny. Sets, and we got jump ball as Gerald gets down there and grabs the ball. So possession arrow in favor of the Indians. But nope, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Gerald.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry that Pollock was going to try to inbound the ball, but now they're saying no, it's staying with the Indians.
Yeah,
so Vaughn pushes it into Gooden, kicks it over to Carruthers, and he'll shoot the 3 again. In and out, won't go. This time Pollock with the rebound. Chesser. Skip pass intercepted by Gooden. 10-foot jumper goes. Gooden now 6 points in the ball game.
Yeah, Kennett's starting to create some momentum here, so they're going to really pick it up defensively. That's one thing. You get some baskets to go, you get that energy, and you start picking up the intensity on the defensive end. Dexter's got to be careful here to sustain this momentum by Kennett.
Flowers now going to set the offense. He's guarded by Carruthers. Gets it over to Gerald, guarded by Vaughn. Cronk now guarded by Britt. And Flowers looks three, but holds back. And over to Pollock. Bearcats been very content to run their offense this evening. Chesser, nice look. Dump down low to Gerald. Gerald now 6 points in the ball game. And 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dexter finally gets their first bucket here in the second half. Britt over to Gooden. Up top to Vaughn. Finds Carruthers. Guarded by Flowers. Kenny kicks it over to Vaughn. And now to Carruthers. Carruthers out of bounds off Flowers, so it'll stay with the Indians. Gooden finds Kenny up top. Now Vaughn over to Carruthers. Looks like Coach Vaughn talked to him about settling for that outside shot as they're moving the ball around, trying to get some movement underneath. As Carruthers finds Kenny. Kenny good.
And that's what you get there. When you move the ball, you've got so many angles you can pass the ball, and that was a nice look to Kenny there as Carruthers drove the ball. The defense collapsed, and he found an open angle for Kenny.
Whistle.
Kennett foul number 12.
Foul against Landon Vaughn.
Personal team foul number 1.
His second first team foul against the Indians of this half. Wilson and Maddox check in for the Indians. Vaughn and Kenny get a break. Pollock now out to Flowers for three. Ethan's still hitting. Now we got timeout Kennett. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
Here at First State Bank and Trust in Dexter, we're ready to help you with any challenge that life brings your way. Our experienced staff brings a fresh perspective to financial solutions. Our lenders, Christine, Ken, and Scott, are committed and ready to assist you with all types of loans, consumer, real estate, and commercial. And we make banking easier with our mobile app to access your Net Teller account with your iPhone or iPad. We are here, safe, secure, stable, and committed to our communities and customers in Stoddard and surrounding counties. Stop by. Let's visit and talk about your goals.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Oliver puts it in for the Indians. Now Oliver with 10 points in the ball game. That timeout was actually charged against Dexter, so they have 2 remaining. Kennett Indians have all 5. We see Gerald working against Maddox. Drives, splits the defense, blocked by Kenny. Gets it over to Gooden. He'll bring the ball up for the Indians. Oliver now finds Maddox. Tries to go inside. Finds Gooden. Back over to Oliver. Off the glass, won't go. Chesser with the rebound, pushes it up to Flowers. Flowers now off the glass, won't go. Rebound Oliver. Flowers a little off balance there, maybe looking for more contact than what he actually got. And Gooden, nice drive there by Fred Gooden. 4 points in the quarter, 8 in the ball game. Chester now up top, guarded by Maddox. Kicks over to Flowers. Gooden steps out, back up top to Chester now. He finds the seam. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul's going to go against Ed Wilson. His third, second team foul for this half against the Indians.
Yeah, Dexter's got to stay aggressive towards the basket. Even though they're having a really nice night shooting, you've got to be able to put the ball on the floor and force Kennett to defend the basket. So you break up that momentum. It slows the game down. As Kennett's getting some momentum, you get to slow it down here with some free throws, put some points on the board, just as Chester does there.
Gooden now with the ball. Finds Carruthers over to Oliver. And Vaughn. Now Kinney to Gooden. Guarded by Gerald. Carruthers. Gooden now. Finds inside. Oliver couldn't handle it, but Gooden was right there to police it up. Gooden now 6 in the quarter and 10 for the ball game. The Indians with another steal. Gerald tried to force the pass inside. Vaughn tries to get it to Kenny, policed up by Chester, and he finds Pettigo alone up front but cannot convert. Pettigo with the steal. This time draws the contact against Oliver, so Oliver will be called for his first foul. That'll be the third team foul against the Bearcats. The Pettigo go to the line and shoot 2.
First personal. The line shooting 2. Jacob Pettigo. Team foul number 3 on Kennett. Checking in for the Bearcats, number 25, Tyler Heil.
Tyler Heil checks in for the Bearcats as Peyton Pollock could get a rest. Long rebound, policed up by Pettigo. Gets it to Gerald. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. And a 7-point lead by the Bearcats. Flowers now. Gerald almost has it stolen by Gooden. Then gets loose. Makes the layup, and he's fouled, so he'll get the and one.
Nice aggressiveness there by Gerald. It's hard man-to-man pressure out there put on by Gooden, but he took advantage of it, got by his defender, went all the way to the basket, got a chance at a three-point play. And that's what they're going to see for the rest of the game. Kennett's going to be up on them. Hard man-to-man defense against the dribblers, so they're going to take advantage of that and stay aggressive towards the basket.
And that was Kenny's third foul, so he takes a quick break. Britt checked in. Gerald cannot convert the and one. Rebound Oliver gets it over to Carruthers. 43 seconds here in the third quarter. Vaughn, Oliver, Carruthers. Vaughn for 3. Short. And hits the score clock, or the time clock, I believe. So that'll be a possession change to the Bearcats with 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Chester inbound. Finds Tyler Hiles. He's triple team and gets it to Chester, pushes it up to Flowers. Dishes to Pettigo. Blocked by Gooden. And Oliver with the rebound. Gets it to Carruthers with 13 seconds here in the quarter. Carruthers not stopping, and he's called for the charge.
Kennett offensive foul number 2, Red Trail
as Austin Chester stood in front of many of them this year and drawn the charge. Now 8.6 seconds here in the third. Kennett's going to press, try to get the inbound pass. Oliver now on Pettigo. Pettigo goes to the corner to the jumper. Won't go. Rebound Gerald back up. Off the glass and good. 6 points in the quarter, 10 in the ball game now for Jason Gerald. And I believe the Indians, or the Bearcats, have had a shot at the buzzer all 3 quarters. We're going to take a break and we'll be back.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Chris Brannon and Dexter could save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
While I may not be able to do your job, I'm here to help you with your commercial and all of your lending needs. Our loans are simple and inexpensive. I'll get the job done with personal financial assistance. First National Bank, believing in community, preparing for the future.
And we're back, 11-point game. So Kennett, they did win the third quarter after losing the first 2, cut the 14-point lead down to 11 with 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Dexter Bearcats being able to pack back in that zone and only called for 3 fouls this evening, none in the second half so far. The Indians called for 5 fouls there in the third quarter, 13 for the ball game. Chester spin move and off the glass.
That's a nice move there by Chester.
Carruthers now, guarded by Flowers. Vaughn. Carruthers guarded by Pettigo this time. Now back to Vaughn. Gooden guarded by Cronk. Oliver steps in, takes it to the glass, won't go. Rebound Gerald. And Gerald loses the handle. Turnover. Stay down on this end of the court with the Kennett Indians.
And I've been impressed with Dexter and their game plan in this second half. I don't think they can really play it much better. They've been able to, as you see there, they're just letting them take that 3. Chester didn't even come out on the shooter, so they're letting them take that 3 and daring them to get back in this game from the 3-point line.
And then they're all right there boxed out for the rebound.
Yep, exactly.
So Flowers with the drive. Good, he's contacted.
And we see on the other end, Dexter's the team aggressive to the basket, making plays at the rim, and that's usually Kennett's strength. But that Dexter's taking that away in this second half.
Yes, sir. And we'll see Flowers shoot the and one. And he converts. That foul was on Fred Gooden, his first. Now 16 fouls against the Indians. So Dexter will be going to the line. Vaughn now. Skip past to Carruthers. He drives the baseline up. He's fouled from behind. I believe it's going to go against Pettigo. And the referee signals 2-1. That is against Jacob. His second. First against the Bearcats this half. And Carruthers will go to the line to shoot 2. Carruthers only 5 points in the ball game.
Yeah, Kennett's got to convert at the line. As tough as it is getting field goals, they've got to be able to step up to the line and get some points on the board. A 16-point deficit here with under 7 minutes remaining.
Converts the second. 6 points now here in the ball game. Pettigo now with the ball. Picked up by Wilson and Carruthers. Gets around the defense, gets it over to Pollock, out top to Gerald now. Gerald's going to allow his offense to set. Guarded by Wilson. Gerald tries to get around. Kicks it back up top to Flowers. As the clock ticks down to 6:15 here in the ball game.
Oh.
Pettigo with the tip pass off Kennett and converts.
It's all going Dexter's way. That pass wasn't even intended for Pettigo, but the deflection went right to him.
Carruthers long on the three, rebounded by Chester. He pushes the ball down. Pull-up jumper from the top of the key. Chester now with 9 in the ball game. And we got turnover by Wilson. Ball goes back to the Bearcats with a 19-point lead and 5:49 to go in the ball game. Pollock inbound to Pettigo. Kennett, Carruthers pressing. Kennett has to get active on the defense, try to create some turnovers. Pollock drives, won't go, or Pettigo, excuse me, won't go. Rebound Maddox. He pushes it up to Wilson. He drives, scoop pass, or scoop shot. Count it. Wilson's first bucket, and he'll shoot the and one.
And a nice take there by Wilson. They need, every time down the court, they need to be aggressive towards the basket, either get good shots and get second chance opportunities, or at least draw on the foul and go to the line to stop the clock. So a nice aggressiveness there by Ed Wilson.
Foul was against Chester, his first, and second against the Bearcats this half. Flowers up top now, guarded by Vaughn. Now Gerald guarded by Maddox. Gerald gets it back up top to Flowers now. Maddox steps back out. Coach Dowdy saying just keep on dribbling. Flowers about loses the handle. Stolen by Oliver now. Oliver, he's fouled. Looked like he may have been wanting to get a little elevation on that shot.
He sure did.
And Flowers with the foul prevents the layup or something of that effect.
Yeah.
So Flowers, that's his second, third against the Bearcats, and Oliver go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I was about to say that, you know, that's the time you want someone to dunk it when you're all alone. But the thing is, when you've got to slow down to gather your feet under you, you allow the defense to come back into play, and that's what happened there. He could have had an easy 2 with a quick layup. Now he misses 2 free throws.
And Oliver gets his own rebound off the glass and in. 12 points now for Andre Oliver.
Then it helps to get your own offensive rebound and put it in for 2 that you should have got.
Yes. Flowers loses the handle and his footing.
Foul number 14, Fred Gooden.
So Gooden called for the foul on that too much contact. That's his second, team foul number 7, and Flowers will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Jackson Britt.
Jackson Britt back in the ball game. Fred Gooden gets the rest. Won't go. Rebound, Gooden. Flowers going to be called for contact. He kind of got his foot up under, or feet up underneath Gooden. So Flowers now with 3. Only 14 fouls this half against the Bearcats, 7 against the Indians. Vaughn will inbound the ball. Tries to get inside of Britt. Tipped out of bounds off Dexter, so it will stay with the Indians. 4:18 to go here in the ball game. Carruthers will inbound from the upper left corner.
Checking in for the Bearcats, number 5, Noah Cronk.
Noah Cronk checks in for the Bearcats. Peyton Pollock could get a rest. Wilson with the ball now. Over to Carruthers. Gooden over to Vaughn, up top to Britt. Now Vaughn to Carruthers. Carruthers looking for a screen. Passes over to Wilson. Tipped by Gooden. Wilson with the shot. Floater won't go. We'll have contact against the Bearcats.
Dexter foul 22.
Austin Chesser called for his second. Now 5 team fouls. Wilson shooting 2. Cronk with the rebound over to Gerald now, and he'll walk the ball down for the Bearcats. Wilson going to be called for contact. That's going to be Wilson's fourth.
Number 1, Edward Wilson, fourth personal.
18 fouls.
Well, Wilson's been very aggressive tonight. He's picked up quite a few fouls and not a whole lot of minutes here tonight.
Now, he picked up 2 in less than a minute there in the first half and had to sit the rest of it after he came in. And,
but he's an energy player. You bring him in to really get after you on defense and make things happen, but just picking up a few fouls here tonight.
Gerald gets his own rebound. Clock ticks down. Now 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 14-point lead. Flowers guarded by Maddox. Now gets it out to Gerald, still guarded by Maddox though.
Kennett foul number 22.
Maddox called for the foul, his third. Now 9 team fouls. Gerald will shoot the 1-and-1 again. And Rantrell Crothers checks in for Maddox for the Indians.
Check it back in for Kennett, number 22, Patrick Maddox.
Patrick Maddox checks back in for Jai Kinney. Got jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Indians. Carruthers, Gooden. Over to Vaughn. Up top to Maddox, finds Carruthers for 3. Won't go, rebound Chesser. He pushes it up front. Carruthers polices it up. Shot, won't get the roll, rebound Gerald. He's double teamed, guarded by Gooden now. Finds Chesser, guarded by Vaughn. As Coach Dowdy's trying to get his Bearcats to clear out.
And Dexter can really start to take some time off, but Gerald to the hole, couldn't get it
Won't
to go.
go. That's going to be a foul on Flowers. That'll be his 4th.
Dexter foul 24, Ethan Flowers.
And 6 now against the Bearcats.
Checking in for Dexter, number 12, Peyton Pollock.
And Pollock, number 12, checks back in for the Bearcats. And Chesser gets the break. Gooden down low to Oliver, gets it to Carruthers, and Maddox up top for 3. Shots off, and rebound Oliver as he's bumped by Vaughn. And we'll see how they call this one.
I'm not sure what the call is here, but Vaughn certainly ran into Oliver. Yeah, that.
Number 12.
They're going to call it on 12, Peyton Pollock. His first, team foul number 7.
I'm not sure if
He may
Pollock may have
had his hand in there from behind a little bit.
know, but yeah, Oliver took a shot from Vaughn, that's for sure. And I was just about to say, it's been one of those nights for Kennett. They got a wide open look under the basket on an offensive rebound, and Vaughn runs into Oliver on the attempt.
And then we got Jackson Britt checks in, and he's shooting the shot. And he's earned the right to shoot another. Britt's first point of the ball game.
And you don't see that often. Shooting a jump shot for a free throw.
A little strong. Kronk fights for the rebound, double team, gets rid of it to Gerald, and he finds Pedigo up front. Maddox called for the block. Pedigo converts. Maddox thought he was there, but slid up underneath him. That's 4 against Maddox and 10 now against the Indians, and Pedigo shooting the and one. Won't go. Rebound Gerald. Timeout Bearcats with 2:12 to go. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back.
Only Pizza Hut's new menu takes flavor to the edge. Get any one of our 10 new crust flavors for free, like toasted Asiago crust, salted pretzel crust, or fiery red pepper crust for free. Order now and score 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Get it all at pizzahut.com.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Bank of Advance. Bank of Advance has 4 locations to serve you in Dexter, Bell City, Advance, and Chaffee. The Bank of Advance wishes luck to all teams and understands the preparation, practice upon practice, for each game of the long season. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC.
And welcome back. Ball will be with the Indians. You may have noticed the red or the gold medallion on the left shoulder of the Kennett Indians. That's with the letters DT for the late great Don Tomlinson, longtime coach for the Kennett High School Indians, as well as an outstanding player when Bragg City consolidated with Kennett, and then went on and played basketball for the Missouri Tigers and held many records for the Tigers for a long time. And I apologize, he may still. But either way, those of you who may have wondered, that is what the medallion on the Indian jersey is, and I will be there the remainder of this season. So Crothers called for the foul, his third. And Ethan Flowers go to the line to shoot 2. As they are in the double bonus. 10+ team fouls against the Indians this half.
Two for Ethan Flowers.
Now Maddox gets it out to Vaughn, guarded by Pedigo. Finds Carruthers, guarded by Flowers. Kicks it over to Gooden. 3-pointer won't go. Well, wait a minute, and it does. Nice high bounce. Gooden's first 3-pointer. Pedigo finds Flowers, guarded by Vaughn. 1:25 to go in the ball game. 15-point lead. Pedigo now guarded by Gooden. Coach Vaughn content not to foul to stop the clock, but just hope the active defense can create a turnover. Skip pass over to Pollock. Crothers, Britt over to guard Gerald, splits the defense and kicks it back out to Kronk. Now under a minute to play. Coach Dowdy's Bearcats content to dribble. Kronk finds Pedigo for 3. Count it.
3. Jacob Pedigo, timeout, Dexter.
And Dexter calls their 5th timeout.
Looks like it'll be just for a substitution, as Dowdy's wanting to get his starters off the floor, and probably well deserved to recognize those kids coming off the floor. Great game that they carried out tonight.
Does keep his 3 seniors out there as Matt Sims checks back in, Kronk and Pollock, but also Tyler Heil and number 10, Adam Webb, in the ball game for the Bearcats. So admirable thing there to have the seniors finish this ball game on senior night. Gooden for another 3, won't go. Sims the rebound. Kronk now 30 seconds to go. Cronk, pull-up jumper. Won't go. Rebound by Britt. Gets it over to Maddox. He finds Vaughn, kicks out Carruthers for three.
3-point basket, Red Trail Brothers.
Now Pollock has to get it across half court. Now Carruthers going to be called for the foul. That'll be his fourth. 3.6 to go. The ball game has been decided. And Pollock will go to the line to shoot two. His first trip to the line tonight. Sims with the rebound and the putback won't go. And so, as everybody in the gym wanted the senior Matt Sims to get in the scoreboard in the scoring column on senior night, but that's the final 61-45 in favor of the home team, the Dexter Bearcats. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with the game stats.
Folks, if you've not been to the Winchester Place, come in and take a look at this facility. You don't know what you have missed.
We are very proud of this facility. A lot of people do not realize we're here, what we can offer to them, and what a facility we have. And we would like to have people come by anytime and tour us. You won't find a better place to live or better staff to take care of you anywhere southeast Missouri. I'll guarantee it.
We are located at 400 Winchester Drive. Come down Bowman and we sit on the corner of Bowman and Winchester.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Just move this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Seek peace of mind with your next real estate transaction with Countywide Abstract and Title Company in historic downtown Dexter. They're a full-service title company offering abstracts of title, title insurance, and escrow closing services. They're the only company which has a geographical index of all land in Stoddard County, dating back to 1835. Their staff are some of the most professional and experienced title professionals in the title industry with over 75 years of cumulative title experience. Countywide Abstract and Title Company, the trusted name for all real estate transactions.
What is your emergency? Need assistance at County Road 61 and Highway 9. Help is on its way.
Clear! There's a better way to jumpstart your soil back to health. Apply N-Zone to protect and increase nitrogen efficiency without killing bacteria. Apply Prevent to increase phosphorus availability and reduce fixation. Better yet, use them both to get more from your fertilizer investment and see higher potential yields. Ag Explorer, your prescription for healthy soil.
Deposit your check here or here. Or even there. Deposit your check wherever you are with First Midwest Bank's new mobile deposit. Just tap, snap, deposit. It's that simple. New mobile deposit from First Midwest Bank, serving the communities we call home.
And we're here post-game at the Bearcat Event Center where we got a final score of 61-45. The Dexter Bearcats in a victory over the Kennett Indians here tonight. Decisive victory for the Bearcats tonight, Ed.
Yes, it was. They came out shooting very well to start the game, first 7 points, and won 3 of the 4 quarters of the ball game, and that usually results into a pretty good ending as well. So congratulations, Dexter, on senior night. I know it's important for the teammates, a lot of underclassmen on this basketball team. For those 3 seniors, they wanted them to go out with a win on senior night. So, again, congratulations, Dexter Bearcat. Real quick, some game stats, Tyler. For the Kennett Indians, they were led by Fred Gooden with 13 points. And most of those there, he only had 9 of them came in the second quarter, or the second half, excuse me, followed by Andre Oliver with 12. 9 points to Rantrell Crothers, then 4 points to Jad Kinney, 3 points each to Ed Wilson and to Patrick Maddox, and then 1 point for the senior Dawson Britt. For the Dexter Bearcats, they were led by the junior Ethan Flowers with 19 points, followed by Jacob Pettigo, 13, then Jason Gerald with 11, 9 points to Austin Chesser, 5 to Peyton Pollock, and then 4 for Noah Kronk. So, again, just a well-rounded effort by the Dexter Bearcats, a well-executed game plan. They stayed back in their zone. They know they were at a height disadvantage, forcing Kennett, and Kennett accommodated by settling for the outside shots early in the game and then found themselves in a big hole later on as a result, and then were forced to take those threes to try to get back in the ball game. So, again, congratulations, Dexter Bearcats. It's always an interesting game. Now they even up the score. It's one game apiece. 1-1 on the season for them, and see if we'll see them later in the season or not. I don't know in district play, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Kennett and Dexter coming in this game, I would say they've both improved from that first game. You kind of expect that one of the first games of the year for both teams there in that SEMO Conference tournament, but I think both teams have improved, got some big wins this year. And I think this is Dexter's biggest win of the year. I know they beat Bernie down there on their home court, but to take a SEMO Conference opponent here on their home court and beat them, I think this is their first SEMO Conference win in a couple years, if I have that right. So
I think you're correct.
Yeah, so this is a big win for them to beat a SEMO Conference opponent and a team that can be as dangerous as Kennett. Kennett can really get after you defensively, but we didn't really see them turn Dexter over tonight, create havoc on their ball dribblers. They did a great job out front. Gerald did. Chesser and Flowers did a great job handling the ball, and they actually took it to Kennett. They got inside the defense, made some plays, going to the basket, and just a very well-executed game plan tonight. Give credit to Coach Dowdy.
Yes.
Whatever he drew up, the players executed it, and that's what you want out of a coach, and they did it here tonight. So this is the game of the year, especially on senior night. Send these seniors out on a big win on their last game on the home court. This is the biggest win of the year for Dexter, in my opinion.
I agree with you, Tyler. A good analysis there. So again, leads into a nice weekend. Again, thanks everybody for the text during the game for the happy birthday. Appreciate it, and Mindy. Compliments there on my youthful figure and appearance. So thanks much. But that's about all I got tonight, Tyler, unless you got anything else. If not.
No, we're coming down to the end of the year here. District tournaments are getting seeded. We're actually on the round table tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We're going to go over the tournaments that have been seeded. Classes 1, 2, and I think 3 may have been seeded. Yeah, Class 3 has been seeded as well. We'll go over those district seedings. Class of 4 and 5 will be the week following next week. So season's winding down. We've got one week left next week of the season, and we're pretty much getting ready for district tournament play. So it's winding down quickly.
Yes, it is. So a lot of fun tonight. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.
And, we'll sign off now. Thanks for watching Bearcat Basketball live on YHC TV.